Welcome to Play to Win, where we play to win. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Cam. This week, we're playing the new Fallout Commanders to figure out which one's best in cEDH.
This video is brought to you in part by Dragon Shield. Use code PLAYTOWIN5 at the affiliate link down below for 5% off to help support the show.
And check us out on Patreon to get some really cool, awesome perks and help support us directly.
So we have Tyler on MOTHMAN. You're a man, that's a moth. Nate's playing Tapping Raul is like a time walk. Cam's on because you know it's all about that base 12 power. And I'm playing Gimme That.
I'm joking.
No, hold up. Just give me a second. Let me think about it for a minute.
Any pre-games?
No.
Good luck, have fun.
Draw for turn. I am going to play a 1 by you. Cast Birds of Paradiddle. Go ahead.
I will play a land for turn, Soul Ring, 1 floating, and a pass.
Raw for turn. Urza Saga as my land. Chrome Mox. And I will bin this Reshape and cast CURIE. Pass the turn.
Draw card. Blue to Delta, crack it. Find a Badlands, cast Strike It Rich. Make 1 treasure. The worst Birds of Paradise ever. That's it for me. Pass turn.
Untap, draw for turn. Cast a copy artifact. It's gonna be a plain old Soul Ring. That's it. I'll pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. My land for turn is a command tower. Gonna play my commander. Raul, pass turn.
Get a draw. Urza Saga ticks up to 2. I will play a Gemstone Caverns. I will cast a Phyrexian Dreadnought.
You're doing the thing.
Doing the thing. ETB trigger. In response to the trigger, I will pay 2 to have CURIE exile the Dreadnought and become a copy of it. Go to combat, attack Tyler.
Oh, okay. I got nothing to say about that. I'll take 12.
And I will draw 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh my God. I need to calm down. I'm going through the roof over here. Okay. I drew nothing that I can cast for free. Discarding Hongify, Rings of Bright Hearth, Grafdigger's Cage, Island, Torpor Orb, Swan Song, Windfall, and Elixir of Immortality. Go ahead. Well, we did the thing, so I don't care what happens for the rest of this game.
Yeah, this is the main thing that you're trying to do. Get a big artifact creature, specifically this one, and play and draw a whole bunch of cards. Even though you're not doing a bunch of game actions afterwards now, your hand is probably stacked at this point. Untap, upkeep, draw card. A Verdant Catacombs, and I'll crack it. Go to 38. I'm gonna find Snow-Covered Swamp. I'm gonna use the treasure to cast Kellogg. He's here, he has haste. I'm gonna attack Cameron.
Yeah, I'll take 3.
For 3, on attack trigger, I will make a treasure. That's it. Pass turn.
Untap. I will draw for turn. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm gonna leave 1 colorless floating. Cast a Demonic Tutor. I'll go find a card.
I don't think I can attack Tyler anymore.
I imagine there'll be some sort of removal spell.
Some kind of repercussion.
I'm not gonna make a land drop after I do this tutor, so obviously I'm planning to not die. But I would love for you to continue attacking my opponents. Well, love is a strong word because it does mean you're drawing 12. This is fucking crazy. I have a colorless floating, and I'm gonna pay a blue. I'm gonna cast this Phantasmal Image. I will have this enter the battlefield as Kellogg.
If he would have had it enter the battlefield as a CURIE, would it have been a 12-12 that could have hit a player to draw 12 cards?
It would have. It would have also had a trigger to sacrifice on ETB.
That's why he didn't do that,
right.
Yeah.
You kind of avoid the trigger because the thing that you have technically didn't have that trigger. So.
Oh, wow, CURIE's so cool.
CURIE's so good.
I think it's correct to swing at Cameron, but I'm afraid Cameron's gonna kill me anyway, and I don't want to provoke him at all. Dylan, I'm gonna attack you with Kellogg.
I take 3. Have your treasure on attack.
That is all I can do. I'll pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, I will draw. I'm just gonna pass.
Go to my turn. I get a draw. Urza Saga will trigger. I will make a colorless mana in response to the effect. I think it's just Mopal. Let's play City of Traders as my land for turn. Cloud Key.
Oh boy.
Name artifact. Moved combat. I think I'm just gonna try to take Tyler out of the game. Attack Tyler.
Yeah, you got it. I die.
I was a little bit surprised that Tyler didn't tutor for a way to interact with my CURIE that's potentially attacking him, but I guess he's just banking on me trying to think that someone else is more threatening now.
Can you, wait, hold on. Go to no blocks.
Sure.
Because I don't think having you out of the game is the best idea.
I have interaction. I just can't stop this. So if you want me to stick around,
Can you
interact with your
talk,
opponents,
talk us into saving you? Because I don't think letting him draw 12 is great for us either.
I have a force of will that I will attempt to spend at the next reasonable opportunity.
Do you have anything else?
I do have other interaction.
I have a way to deal with this, but my mana is restricted on what I can do.
Right now, I can cast a Force of Will and a Swan Song. I have both of these.
Perfect. I'm going to Chain of Vapor your commander.
You're gonna Chain of Vapor my commander. Kind of just want to let this happen after this conversation. Hell yeah, great. I drew 12 cards with it.
Would you like to copy it?
No, I would not like to copy it.
Yeah, I feel like you don't really even need to save it at this point. You've already drawn all the cards. You're going to put another engine back into play. Like, no reason to waste a counterspell here when you can use that counterspell to stop somebody else's win or protect your own win later.
Especially now that I saw that with the amount of interaction I have in hand, I can't get through Force Force of Will and Swan Song, even though I do have a Force of Will in my hand.
Yeah.
I want to save that for something more impactful now.
Yeah, since the table kind of revealed what they had, there's no reason for you to bite on it.
Main 2. I can pay a blue for Curie. I can pay a blue for a Mystic Remora. Pass the turn with one colorless up then.
Untap, upkeep, draw card. Play Mana Confluence as my land for turn. I'm gonna cast Sticky Fingers, targeting Kellogg.
May I draw a card?
You may draw. Losing a life, dash in a Ragavan. I'll go to combat. I will send these 3-powered Menace haste creature at Cameron and my dashed Ragavan at Tyler. I have an attack trigger, treasure from Kellogg's attack trigger.
First strike damage, 1, 2, 3.
Trigger the Sticky Fingers, make a second treasure.
Second, third, and fourth strike damage too.
Ragavan trigger. Top and make another treasure with Ragavan.
Last strike damage.
Wow. That's really cool since I'm still on one land.
Watergrave is exiled. I want my treasures.
I want my treasure chest.
Go to my end step. I want my treasure chest. Bounce Ragavan in my end step. Go ahead. I should have an extra treasure here. I remember that and figure it out in a second. No big deal.
Untap. In my upkeep, I'm gonna pay 1 black with Birds of Paradise and cast a Vampiric Tutor.
May I draw a card?
You may draw a card. Let me go find a thing in the upkeep. I'm putting 1 card on top of my
Let's see
library.
if you want it in the graveyard.
Sure. I will put Gravecrawler into my grave.
Nice. Mill with Raul.
Cool. Everyone has milled. Draw for turn. Whoa, a fucking land. Isn't that cool? I'll play a land. Underground Sea.
Oh, we all mail ones. I'm so sorry. You did? I didn't. I didn't. Mystical Tutor.
Combat. Cameron, I'm gonna come at you with a 3/2 Kellogg.
1, 2, 3.
I make a second treasure. I'm going to cast a Food Chain.
May I draw a card?
You may draw a card.
Yeah, go ahead.
Fierce Guardianship Food Chain.
Force of Will the Fierce Guardianship, and I will pitch Mist Hollow Griffin.
Huge brain. Enormous brain play.
May I draw a card?
You may draw a card.
I will cast Force of Will on your Force of Will, losing a life and pitching Mystical Tutor.
I suppose I will eat Nate's Mental Misstep. Cast Swan Song targeting the Force of Will.
May I draw a card?
And you may draw.
I will Mind Break Trap. You can draw.
Cool, I'll take it.
Yeah, I got nothing to say about my Big Trap.
Targeting everything.
That resolves. This is all exiled. I am totally fucked. You're good to go.
I can't believe Tyler was this close to a double protected win and was still able to keep his composure when Nate suggested perhaps keep him around for another turn. Like, how do you hold shot that, like, you have a double protected win on your turn?
Untap. Upkeep. I will draw. Everybody mill 1.
War of Invention.
Tainted Pact.
Witherbloom Apprentice.
Fire of Industry. Pass the turn.
Go to my turn. I'll pay 1 to keep fish around. Draw for turn. Cast the 1 ring. I'm glad we all got rid of our interaction. I will play Island, sacrificing my City of Traders. I will move to combat. I feel like I know Tyler's hand. I will come at Tyler.
Yeah.
After blocks, but before damage, cast Relic's Roar.
Don't say that like I know what that card does.
Until end of turn, it becomes a 4/3.
It's Ancestral Recall.
It's better than Ancestral Recall. 1 mana, draw 4.
Honestly, we joke, but like, kinda. Kind of. Like, that's what makes a CDH deck good, when you can play 90 good cards and then you get like 10 slots of like really favorable interactions with your commander. And when they resemble Ancestral Recall, that feels like a good spot to be. Maybe Curie's not so bad.
Draw 4. I'll draw a card with the 1 ring. Cast a Lotus Petal. Crack Lotus Petal for a blue. With another blue, I will lose 2 life to cast Phyrexian Metamorph. It's actually a Soul Ring. And then I will move to discard. Discarding March's Whirling Mist and Phyrexian Soul Gorger. Pass turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw card. Play Emergent Stone as my land for turn. Go to combat. Nate, I'll attack you. With Kellogg, trigger Kellogg, make a treasure.
I want 1 more treasure.
1 more treasure on damage.
This is your only chance to steal something. That's
I know it,
sorcery
I'm not
speed.
gonna do it. I could just take your thing and lose all my treasures, but I actually have stuff to do. Pass turn.
All right.
I mean, no, I don't. I have nothing. That was a mistake. Why did I say that?
Untap. Draw for turn. I'll play a Gemstone Caverns.
Nice. You get your land.
Sick. Cast an Eternal Scourge and cast the Mothman for the first time this game. We each get a rad counter.
He's in, man. That's the moth.
That's the Mothman. That's it.
Untap. Upkeep. Draw. Mill. We're gonna activate. Everybody mill.
Chain of
Ancient
Vapor.
Tomb.
Soulbring. Isochron Scepter.
Yep.
So I can put a counter on 3 things.
Cast. Arcane Signet.
May I draw?
Yeah. Pass.
Tap. I will tap Soul Ring to pay for my fish and draw for turn.
So we did forget the 1 damage from the 1 ring right now. We'll remember the next time. It's 1 life. Not a huge deal.
Rad counter. Mill a Manifold Key. Lose a life, lose a rad.
I'm going to put this on Kellogg.
Cast Jeweled Lotus, Manifold. I will draw 2 cards.
I'll respond to the activation. Crack Emergent Stone. Demonic Tutor. Losing a life.
May I draw a card?
You may. Cast Ad Nauseum.
May I draw?
You may.
Cast Mana Drain.
It's a good one. Ad Nauseum countered. You get 5.
5 on my next main phase.
That was the big thing I had. That was so much better than stealing a creature.
Kind of was better than stealing a creature. I just happened to have the best response for it.
I wanted to respond before you drew the extra 2 cards. I wonder if it would have been better to just like wait until your end step. Maybe you would have like deployed more resources by then, but I'm not really sure.
Draw 2. Go to combat. I think I'm coming at Dylan.
Take 1.
Draw 1. Make 5. Wow, Mana Vault was free? That was so stupid. Can't believe I paid mana for it. Use one of this for a Grim Monolith. Cast Sensei's Top. Play an island as my land. I'm going to use top to look at the top 3. Cool. I will activate top.
I think this is my best opportunity. Floating 2 colorless resculpt, targeting the top.
May I draw a card?
Go ahead.
Now I kind of want to look at the top again because I got new information like this. It's gone. Exiled, and I make a 4/4. I still get to draw a card from the top. Cast Unwinding Clock.
Oh,
I passed on Unwinding Clock.
yeah.
No response for that.
It's making a lot more sense why you weren't bothering to protect your other stuff, because if you can set up a situation with the One Ring and Unwinding Clock, nothing else matters, because you're going to draw like 30 fucking cards.
I have so many ways to win the game in this deck. It doesn't matter if you get rid of one of them. I will find another.
Honestly, I kind of like that strategy of just like, don't bother protecting your shit, just try to win a different way and use your counter spells to stop other people from winning. That feels like what you're doing right now, and it seems like it's working out pretty well.
Helps when you draw 12 cards at a time, though. I'll tell you that.
Yes, it helps when you draw 12 cards right at the beginning of the game.
Cast Tezzeret the Seeker. Tezzeret X = 1. Go get a Voltaic key. I will move to discard. Ethereum Sculptor.
Okay, go to my turn?
Yep.
Untap.
Untap all of my artifacts.
Anything before I draw?
Yes, I'd like to activate the One Ring and draw 3. Let you go.
I will draw for turn. Let's play an Urza Saga as my land for turn. Counter, dash, Ragavan. I'll go to combat. Nate, I'm going to come at you. Trigger on Kellogg, make a treasure on attack.
Did you do your red counter?
Nope, rad counter. Zoop. Mana Crypt, loses his life.
Trigger here, get a counter.
Take 5. So first strike damage, I make a treasure. Regular strike damage, make a treasure, and exile top. Mox Amber, give it to me. What's one more card for Cam? I'll cast Mox Amber.
Take a draw.
I'm going to cast Diabolic Intent as an additional cost, sacrificing the Ragavan.
May I draw?
You got it.
Thank you.
Do you think he wins from it?
Dylan?
I don't think so.
If he doesn't think so, I don't think so. I'm going to find Dockside Extortionist and cast it, losing a life with the Mana Confluence.
In response, I'm going to float a colorless and activate key to untap the One Ring. I will activate the One Ring. Draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast a Dress Down.
Yes, that's fine. Dockside enters. It's a stupid goblin.
Oh, I get a draw too when it enters.
I could have tutored for Underworld Breach right here, which definitely would have led me to a win. In my head, Underworld Breach 100% is getting countered, and maybe there's a world where Cameron gets a little bit greedy and lets the Dockside resolve so that he can clone it later, and I can do something else with all of those treasures. You having Dress Down right now is the absolute perfect response to that, because best of both worlds, the Dockside's still here if you want to clone it, and I also don't get the treasure. All right, the Kellogg thing is not going to happen. Wishglaw Talisman.
May I draw?
You got it.
Thank you.
Pass turn.
End step, with this Dress Down trigger on the stack, overload a Cyclonic Rift.
I'm going to stack this for a red.
Muddled Mixture?
May I draw?
Yeah.
Cool, I'll take that draw. Thank you. I will cast Force of Negation. I'm going to get rid of this Time Twister. Cyc Rift. Dress Down sacks.
I have this red mana that I still want to do something with. Lightning Bolt on Tezzeret, absolutely, please draw.
I will get a draw. I have a spoil of riches here. I will mental misstep that Lightning
Hell
Bolt.
yeah, good. Pass turn. One Ring is really good.
One Ring and Unwinding Clock is pretty
love it.
good. Yeah.
And Voltaic Keys, pretty good.
Yeah, 2 activations a turn is nuts.
Draw for turn?
Can I do something on your upkeep?
No.
Too bad. I'm going to draw 5 cards. Yeah, just go. Go.
All right, draw for turn. Red trigger, indeed. Middle of Mana Crypt.
Same.
Isn't that great?
That's what I
Wow.
That's really something. Llanowar Waste. Cast the Birds of Paradise. Cast the Copy Artifact.
May I draw a card?
Yes.
Thinking. Make you an offer you can't refuse.
All right. Ew.
The reason why is because I don't want him copying the One Ring and giving himself protection for how I'm going to win the game, which is through damage, actually.
And at this point, like, well, who cares? Why not? You have so much, like, why bother let anyone do anything at this point? Because there's just no reason to. You have so many counter spells, there's no reason to let anything resolve. I'm surprised you let the Birds of Paradise resolve.
I'm going to cast the Phantasmal Image. I'll have it be your idiot commander.
You mean fucking busted, Commander?
That is definitely not what I mean. I'll pass the turn.
On your end step, activate Vault Key to untap the One Ring and then draw an additional 6 cards. Take us away.
Draw. I milled.
Oh, I get to untap on your turn, too.
Land for turn. I'm going to search. I'm going to cast Mnemonic Trail.
Can I draw?
Draw.
Cool. I get a draw. Cast Delay. Soul Ring in a blue. I'll use that other colorless to activate Vault Key, untap the One Ring, and then tap it again to draw 8 cards.
Pass.
My turn. I get to untap everything.
Take 8.
I'll let the fish die, I guess, and draw for turn. How many cards are in my library? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I can't activate.
The fact that you just, like, basically manually drew through your entire deck is so funny.
I got this. All right, I will play Mana Crypt, cast a Hullbreaker Horror. I can cast a Mox Amber. Hullbreaker Horror, trigger the Mana Crypt. Present a loop here where I can keep tapping these artifacts and make infinite mana.
Pick a number.
30 billion. Cast Fabricate to go get the Aetherflux Reservoir. Cast Arcane Signet and start my loop again to gain 30 billion life, and then shoot you all for a ton of damage.
Dead. Mono Blue doing the work. Aetherflux Reservoir, kind of an underrated card. I know it's a little bit dead outside of the win condition, but it makes a lot of your lines kind of really easy to finish up at the end there.
Yeah, being able to use it as a finisher for the Sensei's Top and Hullbreaker Horror combos, it's actually very versatile and is super handy when it only costs like 2 or 3 mana because of Cloud Keys and other mana reducers.
Yeah, Curie is probably most comparable to Urza. Urza does a lot more when it comes to stacks pieces and slowing the game down, but I don't know that that's a great strategy right now. If you're into mono blue artifacts and you want to be more aggressive and win the game and get it over with, even though you did kind of like take a while to actually end the game, you were still making a lot of positive actions that push you towards winning the game, and I really like that, especially in a monocolor deck.
Yeah, so card draw advantage, still the best thing you can have in the command zone, turns out.
Wise Mothman, Sultai, Food Chain, still really good. Ukama and Kazur is a deck that maybe this one is a little bit better than. Partners are good, I'm not really sure. And when it comes to Kellogg, I don't think Kellogg is very good, but it's awesome in a high power metagame. If you're going all in on the treasure makers, I think Kellogg gets a lot more fun.
And Nate's deck, the Dimir Scepter deck, did exactly what we thought it would, which is do Dimir Scepter things.
And kind of nothing.
Oh yeah, more like not do Dimir Scepter things.
Thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to support us directly, you can do so on Patreon, like our $100 patrons.
Kajoy Alex, Sean in the Ice, Mark Cirillo, SoCal Acura, Stormageddon, Luke Cook, AJ Alwasabi, Demon of Rosgreaves, Peter Stewart, Uncle Butts, Kawaja, Hamid, Lauren Connell, and Baby G-Bus.
If you want to pick up any of our merch, you can do that at playtowinmtg.com.
Huge shout out to Dragon Shield for supporting the show. Use code PLAYTOWIN5 at the affiliate link down below to show support to us.
You can follow us on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram for more content.
Thank you so much for watching.
See you next time.
Check out our $50 patrons. Here they are, following this. Nicholas Older, Reactive, Tyler Watson, Brian Barrington, Zachary Colson, Tyler H, S. Tyler the 3X, Minecraft, Driving Greener, Jabaha, Mace the Ace, Salton Poteet, Ogogo, Israel Shepherd, Justin, Mansolo, Pedro, Jacob Depp, Michael Baloo, John Wildfang, Thomas Boyo, and David Nelson. Thanks, y'all.
Anything else that you want to say?
Can you do this?